All right. It says we're live.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I don't think any of the other stuff was live. 5 minutes late, but we're here. Okay, everybody, if you can actually see us, because this is the first time we've ever done this, and there's like interfaces and
Oh yeah, we
things.
are. Because I'm looking at my phone.
Oh, you can see us?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off though, because it's really on a delay, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, don't do
whoa.
that. So our Janine had to fly tonight. She said she was going to try to join if they had Wi-Fi on the plane and like message.
If they had
You
wine on
know,
the plane, I'm just kidding. Wi-Fi.
we could Siri. How do we Siri? Hey,
Nice
Jonathan.
GPMC.
All right. So anyway, hey. So got John started today on 10 or 5 milligrams,
That's
which I'm
awesome.
excited
So
about.
no 2.5, just straight in.
No, because I mean as we know, right?
Hmm.
2.5 for most people is non-therapeutic, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
he's
just
been
to
on
get the body
Ozempic
ready.
for since December of
Oh,
last year.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been on and he's been on 1 milligram of Ozempic. So we did a pharmacy run and we did a little I was like, you have to do you need your community. You need to do a little TikTok. So he did one and it was
Oh, he
great.
did. I can't convince my husband to do not anything. He's on my
Nothing.
TikTok by accident, and if anyone tells
Yes.
him, I said, no, y'all are lying on me.
He's like, this isn't my usual content. I'm like,
No.
no, your usual content is blasting people. This is
Oh, I
very
thought it
sad.
was hunting dogs and guns. I'm scared.
You know what? It is a little bit of those things. He recently got 1,000 followers, so he started to like jump on lives and do like debates, which is like thrills him to no end. Since
He
it's
should
just
have
us
been an
chickens here,
attorney.
we'll all just talk. By the way, my husband, his name is John. He's in the comments. He's a moderator.
Hi, John.
He knows I don't lie. Who knows? Oh, hi, Judy. How are you? We all just hanging. Hey, Jenna. Is it Jenna? Dr. Jenna? Or just a different Jenna? Hey, I don't know. I wish I could see people's faces, but I can't. Well, we're just chilling. But listen, let me tell you, we just got this comment and it was a
Gina
doozy.
Adams.
It was like, it's not a miracle drug. It causes cancer. I don't know what we could say on here. I didn't have time to read the terms and conditions. It causes cancer. And the
Schmerms. Schmerms and commissions.
yes, the terms and conditions. And so I didn't have time. So I'm just gonna like wing it. I think let's maybe stay away from F-bombs, which we know is not always super like easy for me, but we'll see.
That's funny.
It's funny. I love the
So,
way
do they
you
slip
said
a
that.
lot in front of your son? Does he say the F bombs, or does he just know those are just F bombs not to
Sometimes, but it
use?
is not my fault. I will go to the grave of saying that because he learned that
He
in
likes
his
cliches.
class. With all the
Of
boys, he's in a
course.
class of all
You learn it from the
boys.
kids, learn it from other kids.
Yes.
I learned all
Now,
my bad behavior
yes.
from my
Oh,
brothers and the other
oh,
kids.
yes. And they all have older siblings. So
Brothers.
I that's what I think. Okay, let's talk more about stuff. Sorry. So
I know.
anyway, we'll be careful with that. And then let me tell you about the hater comments. It was like, you're going to get cancer and you need to do your research and it's only for type 2 diabetics. And I'm like, this song is old. I hope she's listening. this,
Super old.
this is an old song, lady. We got
All
what,
around the world,
16,
same
17
song.
episodes that specifically talk about the science of this. I had this week, Rachel. I saw a post on one of the Facebook, and it was this woman who, for sure, was like probably someone that needed to lose like I don't know, like 20 or 30 pounds, like in my opinion, right? My opinion.
Yeah.
So I see her, and I'm like, and then she posts like that she had lost like 20 or 30 pounds and she wanted to lose 20 or 30 more. And she was wearing the same dress and she was very thin, beautiful, very thin. And when she said 20 or 30 more, and I went to Rachel and I was like, when I see this, I was like, it very much makes me like worried, not like, oh, you shouldn't be taking this, but like, oh, worried about the mental stuff.
Is it
And she's
becoming
like,
like obsessive or something?
yeah. And she's like, listen, like that's diet culture. Like that's in your head. And she's right. It is.
Hmm.
Like it for sure is. I don't know that woman. This is all about health. That's what we all forget sometimes, I think, because we get on these like
Thanks, Jonathan.
roles,
Uh-huh.
right? Of, no pun intended, I mean, kind of a little, but like we get on these rolls, right, where we're losing weight and we're fitting in smaller clothes and we get all excited. But the reason those things are happening is because it's just addressing the dysfunction in our body, you know? And
Yeah.
I think, I mean, and like, that's what Rachel said. She's like, we preach this stuff. And I was like,
Hmm.
yes, you know, we
We do.
preach it. Yet for some reason, you know, it's like,
Hmm.
we still do it. It's so deep in there. Like 43 years in for me, like I've been, and you know, even like we listened to Mandy's episode recently where she was like, hey, like she started the way down diet with her parents, like when she was like, what, 14 with her mom? I mean, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
it's
yeah, my
deep.
mom put me with a nutritionist a couple of times. Lord, listen,
Yeah.
the more I studied, like especially that video I posted or that I
Yeah.
found, a weight loss support group in the 70s. I
Oh,
understand.
yes.
I understand. Like, my mom was just it's just a mom that's obsessed. Maybe because
Yeah.
listen, I'm the older I get, the more I'm starting to like really try to process through therapy and my medication.
Yes. Medication helps. Medication plus
um,
therapy plus nutrition plus movement. There you
uh,
go.
plus,
That's
yeah, yeah. So,
yeah.
um, it's it just makes sense. But I just remember my mom put me with a nutritionist and a
Yeah.
counselor. When she busted me, I was vomiting when I was 13 or 14. My mom busted
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sent me with a counselor for a session. And I'd
Yeah.
imagine, listen, that's expensive. But then
Yeah.
turn around and went to a nutritionist. Might not have been the
It's
best thing.
well, it's like, and as a parent, like
You know what to do.
also feel like if you have never struggled with weight as a parent, like you don't know what to do. Like
My,
my
yeah.
mom maybe struggled with 10 or 20 pounds, but she's always been like, I would say like not skinny, but thin, like
Yeah.
athletic and thin. And so I don't think she knew what to do. And so I have a lot of like, I have a lot of grace for her because I really don't think she knew. I don't think any of us really knew. It's my problem is
Mhm.
now, Kat, right? My problem is now we know. And when we get those comments, like that
Oh,
lady
speaking
who's
of,
like, this is only for
yeah.
diabetics. Oh, nice plug for the merch store. Like, this is only for diabetics and stuff. I'm like, would you please just pay attention? Like, you
This is
know,
old. This old hat. It's been a
this
couple
is
years now.
old hat. Oh, we have some comments. We have some friends visiting.
Yeah,
Let's
we
look at
do.
the,
I
can you
mean,
see the chat? Let's
hey
see. Let's
Vanessa,
go.
I'm cheating and looking at my phone on mute.
Oh, okay. That's a really good idea. Yeah. What is it, our favorite dessert? What my favorite dessert? God, I don't know anymore. I don't know. What's your favorite dessert? I mean, chocolate, like in gen, like covers all the things.
Because I
What's it
bake
for
too.
you?
I
What is
I
it?
you
Chocolate.
what? What'd you
Chocolate
say?
is your favorite food? Is your favorite dessert?
Yeah, anything chocolate, but it's kind of changed
Yeah.
since I got on GLP-1s. I like gummy stuff.
Smoothies.
Like
Oh,
not regular gummy bears. It's those starts with an A. Those really fancy gummy bears. Those are the jam. And then
a
also
fancy
Swedish
gummy
fish.
bear?
What are they called? I want to say Armenian, and it's not it. Like, oh,
I
chocolate
like
still is the jam.
mainstream
Chocolate's
gummy as
still a jam.
well, but I like boba tea. That's like my fave. It's the one thing that no matter what this medicine does, I still love it. Like a
Take it or
Thai
leave it.
tea with boba. Mm-hmm.
Wow, like take it or leave
It's
it.
really good.
But
Yes.
candy, yeah, chocolate,
No,
brownies,
it's like a,
cookies.
boba. You know boba.
Yeah, yeah. The boba tea with those little cute jellies.
Yeah, they're
Those are
basically
fun.
gummies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next question. All right.
Oh, here's one.
I was on Facebook group and a lady was 111 pounds and started at 140, 140. Yeah. And she was 5'7". In my opinion, it was so unhealthy looking. Yeah. And that's the thing is
But at the
I
same
for
time,
sure
like I
think
feel like we gotta back off. Like
we
we
have to.
can't say
Yeah.
anything.
Well, and I
But
just think
yeah,
we have to because regardless of anything, like her
we might
health is
trigger
her
that.
business. Like I'm not, don't get me wrong, leash. Is that right?
Yeah,
Life with leash?
we might trigger
Yeah,
that something
I
in
had
the
that too. It
brain.
happened to me literally this week. And then my friend was like, you know what though? You don't really know. You know what? You don't really understand like what was going on in their body because this isn't phentermine, right? Like this isn't a diet pill. This is like addressing something that's not working right in your body so that it does work right, so that all the other things you do work to help you lose weight. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
we have to stop thinking this way. And I think the only way through that is for us to have a moment where like Leash just had and like I had, where we go, wait a minute, that's not okay. This is about health. It's not about weight. Right. I don't know. I'm working through it, girl. I don't know if I had a lot of years dug in this, you know?
You know, I had a revelation when I was in France. I was telling my bestie, we were
Yeah.
sitting at the cocktail bar at the Crown Plaza.
Yeah.
Man, that Crown Plaza was jumping every night. Like it was
Was
very
it?
convenient. Oh my God.
Cool. Do
Anyway,
you have
so
videos? Can we put them on the plus size?
right. But
Big
I'm
ass water.
yeah,
Enter. Giant spaceship.
yeah. And drinking my rose. Looks, I have it watered down rosé and tonic and seltzer water. So it's
Why are you
super watered
watering it
down now.
down?
So I don't get loosey goosey. It's
Well,
just
this will be a good time, Kat, if you want to get a little loosey goosey. This is
loosey
probably the
goosey,
moment
right?
for it. First live stream.
Exactly. But I got this revelation. I said, you know what? I really am pleased and comfortable with my weight right now. And
Yeah.
I don't think, because I'll just be just it's out there at 240. Because
Yeah.
listen, I was at 305, pushing
Hmm.
310, 320 at some points, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
I told her I can squeeze my arse into airplane seats, no matter what size they are. That was a goal of mine.
Yeah.
Um, I'm to a 14, 16. I mean, if I get
Great.
below 200,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's
I
not for
don't
me.
know.
I am
And
also a taller, larger human as well.
yeah,
It wouldn't look good on me.
but I
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, because some of my friends are saying, told me like, well, is that like your self-esteem saying like not shooting for the stars, not seeing how far
Yeah.
you can go? I said, well,
Right.
I've been pushing 300 for about 15 years. I
Yeah.
mean, I I like this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I think that's great. And I think that's something to remember too when people have said to me before, like, why don't you set like an end goal? And it's for those reasons. One, I also don't think I can conceive of it, like having, oh, I will be
Mhm.
this size this way. I kind of was like, oh, I'd be a 14, 16. Like I thought that, or 12. No, I can't even 14, 16, because I've never been less than that. So I don't know what, at least in my adult life, I don't know what that would be like. And so I can't
Yeah.
even conceive. So I can't even think about setting a goal. So I set 20-pound goals. That's what I
Yeah.
do. And I am
Isn't
2
yeah.
pounds away from hitting my third goal, and I have
Ooh,
never, ever, ever had a third goal, nor have I hit one because
maybe
didn't
I
have
should pick
one.
one. Maybe
Maybe.
215. Maybe.
What I mean, it's like, what do you, just like you said, what do you feel about you? But I do think that, like, I remember we were talking with, you weren't there. Were you? I can't remember. We were doing with Michelle. No, you weren't there. So we were talking with
So trust
Michelle. Yeah. Well, that was the day we recorded Rosie too.
yeah.
But we were talking with Michelle, and her and Kelsey were both like, yeah, like we sometimes, like, when we fit into a certain outfit, we'll almost tell ourselves, like, oh, it's just because it's stretchy. I'm not really that
Yes.
size,
Mhm.
and then I was like doing a clip on it today. I'm doing a short. And then she was like, yeah, like and then she was like, and I also will go out and I'll see people that are like the larger friends. And I think that's me. And I feel like attached, like she was saying that like in the longer script of it, but like, I feel like kinship with them. And then I'm like, oh, people are looking at those like skinny friends over there. And is that what I look like now? Like having your mind catch up to like where your body is, I feel like is such a big part of this journey. Like I hate
Mhm.
that we call it a journey, but it totes is a journey. You know what I
It
mean?
really is. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it totally is. All right, I feel like we're missing all the comments. I
I
feel
know.
bad about that. Let's look at them. Okay.
That's
Yes,
why we're
Kat
here.
got so much hate from the comments on my video. Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, PCOS. Yeah, Kat and I both can understand that for sure.
It's our
Let's
brains.
see.
I see what life is leash. It's our brains. I call that the weight between the ears, and I did not coin that. It was
Yeah,
I
the
am
weight
too.
between your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look, it's Jardine.
Is she on? All
I
right, I
see
feel
her.
like I'm missing all the comments for our friends. Let's see if we can. All right, let's see. Hey, Janine. Drugs have improved your PCS so much. It's awesome, Vanessa. I'm really, really happy for you. That's amazing. I'm 60 and I have been waiting for something to help me lose and keep it off. So glad I took the leap and learned so much from the GLP-1 creators. Oh, I'm so glad, Judy. I'm really happy. I don't know if your journey's just beginning, but we're happy to support you in any way we can.
Yeah.
I
This
had
is
100
Judy.
pounds to lose. Yeah.
Was it Judy with the wedding dress? Okay, I'm reading.
Oh, I don't see that. Is there another Judy with wedding dress? I don't know what we're doing.
Guano core. I'm really having a hard time with that. I am terrible. at names.
Favorite dessert, mini gummy bears. Oh, someone else likes gummy bears.
Albanese. They're Albanese gummy bears. It just popped in my head.
Albanese.
They
Is it
are
what is it?
delicious.
Are they from like Albania? Why are
I
they
don't
what makes them
know, but they're
Albanese?
so squishy, squishier than the Haribo.
Oh,
A
interesting.
white
Okay.
bag, and
Yes.
they are also at the dollar store, which is a problem.
Yeah. Definitely a journey with your help. Yes. When you say
Mhm.
you looking skinny, I cringe. Yes. I don't like that either. I mean, I'm like, what are you talking about? Plus, I don't even think I ever even wanted to be skinny. Like I don't know
Mhm.
if you were like that, Kat. I never thought to myself, I want to be skinny. I just wanted to fit in,
We never were, you know what I mean? I think that's probably,
you
like, the
know?
thing when you grow up heavy from just childhood
Yeah.
on up, and that's the thing,
Yeah.
like, the thing of, like, my, my mom did not grow up that way. She grew up very slender, very thin,
Mhm.
and then got heavy as a mom. And I guess
Yeah.
that just bothered her that I was heavy. But I just, we're at an impasse with this. I just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And like I will hang up on her who talks about weight.
Yeah.
I have to be that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't understand that I have had to come to a point where I had to embrace and enjoy what I looked like and
Yeah.
like me. And that was a difficult thing, especially like when the binging got really out of control a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
There is a certain amount of something, and I do remember too, like growing up, that at some point I realized, and I think this goes back to that whole Duff thing, right? Like if I was funny, that it was going to be okay because everybody wants to hang around the funny person, doesn't matter what size they
yeah.
are. And I think I was always kind of like naturally funny because my mom's funny. But I was just kind of like silly and goofy and just that kind of like jovial friend, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I feel like that almost became part of my identity, and sometimes like when I'm losing the weight, I'm like, is that really who I am? And I'm like, probably at this point. Probably at this point, 43 in. Yeah, almost 44. Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
there. This is who I
Look,
am. Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yes.
It is what it is. I agree with you, Life with Leash said,
Yeah.
you like your body feminine and curvy and toned. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, Jenna. Jenna from Arkansas. Yes. I do know you. I don't can't see your picture. I'm such a picture
Awesome.
person.
And I put my
Yes.
I put it's on my TikTok, but plus sides with the Z cat at gmail.com if you have questions for like any of our
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course we'll have to go through them and
Yes. I am very new. I don't know what I'm
remember
doing
all
at
that
all,
stuff.
friends. Like,
As I drink my
I don't
seltzer
know.
water
Just
and
drink
rose.
that's like a spritzer without the
I'm having a
spritz.
spritzer.
Yeah. You're
Thank
having
you,
a watery
Lucy.
spritzer. Okay, cool. I'm
She's like,
catching
"Too
up on the
Lucy."
comments. They're a lot slower here than they are on
Hey,
TikTok. TikTok, the
fellow at
comments are like flying. You know what I mean?
overwhelming.
Got a little minute here to sit and talk. You know? I'm just fine. Her husband is moderating. Yes. Yes.
Say hi,
Yes.
John.
But thank you for coming in and helping us with questions. Yes, we don't know what we're doing. It's our first live. I have live. I should have put first live so people would understand. I
And
don't think
then
I'll
the
repurpose
second
this
one.
content. Yeah. Hold
Why
on.
not?
I know, right? Hold on.
Second
Let's
life.
see. Oh, good. They can tag each other and say things to each other. That's good. This is new.
Oh, hey, it's Lee. Gotta run. Keep slaying. Thanks, Lee. I like watching these videos because they're funny.
Did you lose me? I just saw me like sink for a minute.
Oh,
You get me now?
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Kimmy looked like this.
It's doing it again.
Okay, there you are.
I've caught the journey.
You caught her again?
Oh no. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
get it. They're Janine. You're
It
silly.
was the spinny thing where you leave for like 5 to 7 seconds. I always leave them in now because I kind of feel like it's part of her thing. You
It's
know?
her shtick.
It's her shtick. Yes. Fellow Atlanta gal. Hey, Atlanta. We're Atlanta's
Oh,
twos.
the AT alien says hi.
Oh, that's right. ATLian and Prince. Love it. It's weird not having Janine here. We need like our full banter,
I
you
know.
know?
PMC got up a flight, 3 flights of stairs. Heck yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. No, I can't do that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that. I don't think so. But that is awesome. Congrats.
It's pretty amazing.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, I think we're caught up on comments.
That's good. Activity makes you feel better.
Yes, I hear that. I don't know. That's what I keep getting told, cat.
You
That's
know
what
what
I
I
keep
saw?
getting told.
Yesterday I was doing this in the mirror. I said, "Hey, Jay," my husband's name is Jay. I said, "Jay,
Yeah.
I got flappy wings. I like how," and that's what I said. I
Run
said,
away.
"What do you think about this? Do you think it's all right?" And then I said, "Wait a minute. I don't need your opinion. I like it." So just he and he said, "You damn right." And laughed.
Oh my gosh.
It's just these moments, like, you know
Yeah.
what? I do. I am so weird about this. I'm liking the sag because that means
Oh, it's nice and
I
smooth.
shrank.
Yeah, it does. I think you do have to find a way. I think it's interesting to like learn to love your new body. Like my body hasn't changed so significantly for me in my mind yet that I'm like, that's so different. I can't catch up. Like I've been able to catch up a little. I did have like a couple months where I would catch myself in the mirror and I'd be like, who that? Whose legs are those? Who that?
Right?
Like my brain was like, it's you, dude. Like, but that took a minute. But now, I am upside, I guess technically 3 sizes down.
Mhm.
But like I also don't really know because I kind of like lived in yoga pants, you know? Um,
It's since 2020, we all lived in yoga
Girl,
pants
I
or
was living in yoga
activewear.
pants like way, but I started living in yoga pants when I started remote work. I was just like,
Yeah.
you know what? Party on the top, relaxing on the bottoms. I'm wearing jeans today and I feel like a
All
champ.
those, yeah. All those elastic waistband pants that you wore for
Yes, they're the
5 minutes.
best. I don't even know why we wear buttons, you know?
What's the point?
Like
When
why?
I always talk about my butt gut. Sorry.
You have a
Or
butt gut?
you call it a fupa. People call it fupa. I used to call it a butt gut because it was like the butt in
Why?
the front.
It's probably a little better than the I did choose that this was not for
Yeah,
children.
it was not.
I just want to
And
say,
I hated putting
I
my
love you.
buttons up because the pooch was it just I'm like elastic or jeggings when they invented jeggings.
Jeggings. Yeah, I still love jeggings.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. Just because I can wear pants doesn't mean I want to. Like I would much rather wear yoga pants all the time. But when I want to look cute, and now I want to buy some cute outfits and stuff. But I'm a
Yeah,
little worried now because I started Mounjaro and I lost 4 pounds in 2 weeks. So I'm like,
that's amazing. Yeah,
maybe I should not buy clothes right now.
yeah. When you
Like I
first
should
on
just
that
chillax
Mounjaro
on the ones
stuff,
I had. The
mm-hmm,
Mounjaro. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Mounjaro
that Mounjaro. You gotta be careful. You know what that Mounjaro.
with
I
that
do love how
Mounjaro.
much we can say Mounjaro over here because TikTok
Tic tac.
basically went through and banned a bunch of GLP-1 creators. That is the T. Let's talk about that. Yeah. For all of you who don't know me, and I know this is just a massive audience, who don't know me, I am for sure the person that is always speculating and running my mouth. However, I always say before I say it, I'm speculating and running my mouth. Are we all clear? Before I move forward.
I was gonna say,
Good.
Judy, don't worry about that sagged skin. Listen, it's a badge of honor. Like, listen, it used to be
What?
really big. I'm
Oh,
reading the
yeah.
comments.
Oh, okay, good. Keep doing it.
I used to have a
But
hard time fitting into my
for our
coats, and now
friends that are not on TikTok, that are
mhm,
on the YouTubes, on the
YouTubes.
internet,
I love it. The internet's.
friggin'
You
on the
start
4th
calling
of
it the
July,
Facebook.
we had so many of our
We had
GLP-1
fireworks.
creators. What? Do
We
you
had
hear me anymore?
fireworks. I heard you. I said we had.
Oh.
No, what I'm saying is we had fireworks. The fireworks were the bananas.
Oh, yes, the bananas. Yes. We don't have to say bananas here.
Oh
We don't have
yeah.
to say bananas. Yes. So that's what happened. All the bananas. So then we had the banana boat. And so our friend Rachel made the banana boat, which is a Discord where like basically housing all of the banana creators. This banana is banned in TikTok. We could say ban here, I
Yeah,
think.
man.
Okay.
Until we can't.
Yes. I'll do that later. Sometimes I just get spontaneous like this. I'm like, I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna go for it.
Mhm.
So we're trying it. It's working out. But anyway, yes, that's what happened. So, and I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's a glitch," and other people were like, "No, it's because they have a new policy that went through about like body image stuff." And then other people were like, "It's a breach," and then other people were
Right.
like, "Some people said that." But that's what happened is they just went through and mass reported a lot of GLP-1 creator videos, and then they just banned their whole thing, and a lot of them couldn't even appeal. So the people have been trying to work all or the past 2 weeks, they were out, right? About 2 weeks? Have been
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah.
their accounts back because they didn't do anything wrong, you know? And it's like, clearly that's what happened because it all ran between like what, like midnight and like, I don't know, early in the morning. And then Rachel caught it and sent me a text and was like, "Hey, like we something's happening." And she's like, "Is your account okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Now, whatever happened didn't affect me in that way, but like my views are like they're horrible. And then I started doing like this test where I was like, "All right,
Right.
let me figure out what's happening." So I did a video
Oh
where
yeah. That was a
I
funny
did a
video.
video to my stories to see if the views were better, and they were. I
Just
did
as
a
a test.
video saying all the things without hashtags, and those views were much better. And I said all the things. I said, like, guess
Wow.
what? Ozempic and Wegovy are the same thing. Guess what? Actually, Ozempic is what's approved because it got approved for the indication. Wegovy's just the rebranded marketing. Applause. Like I said, all the things. And that one got really high up. But the one where I actually said things and then I put some text in the video that were the names of the medications, devalued, devalued, devalued. Again, massive assumption. I think that they devalued the hashtag. All the hashtags. All the GLP-1 hashtags. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Kat?
It might be because mine have gone down a little bit, and I'm not like a
Yeah.
big baller on the on the
Well, I'm not
TikTok.
either. I'm not either.
But
I mean,
so
there are thousands of people, way more than that. They have no idea who I am or what this is. Like,
mhm,
you know what I mean? I kind of have my little niche, and I
yeah,
get more followers. And if I do, I do. And if I don't, that's okay. I'm over here. You know, that's
right.
great.
It is what it
Yes.
is.
Thanks for sharing the pudding idea for shakes. Oh, look, they're sharing stuff. Yes, help
This
each
is.
other.
I need to
Please.
get some ideas here. Hold on.
Yeah. I have been meaning to try the whole protein pudding situation. I have not. Oh, Catherine's on.
Hey,
Not
Catherine.
Cat. The other Catherine. Catherine Squared. Remember from the episode?
Yep.
She's here. Oh, that's cool. I can show. If I click show, what happens? Oh, look. Catherine's on. Look,
Oh,
it's like
that's
a
so
feature.
cool.
Ooh, hey, Catherine. I made it live. You did. All right, I'm going to
We
hide
made
you.
it to our live too.
That's
It's a
fun.
miracle.
We made it to our live, too.
It's a miracle.
We did it, though. It
Mhm.
worked. And it's not like these are like, our next one will be more like structured. And we're going to have community guests on. And now I know how to do it. So I can send them the link and we can have community guests on our lives. Won't
And
that be fun?
we have a moderator, John. Thanks, John.
Yes. Thanks,
I
John.
guess we owe
Thanks
you
for
a cake.
moderating. Supposed to replace butter with margarine. Is there a more healthy margarine? I don't think so. Here's the thing. I don't really
Applesauce in
know.
your baking?
I
If you're
here's
doing
the thing. I
butter and
believe
oil.
in butter, like to my soul. I believe in butter. I do light butter because I remember one time I saw a doctor on television that told me your body at least understands butter, so it knows how to break it down. And I'm like, all right. And that's not like I get like tons of butter on all the things, but like when it calls for butter, I like butter. I'm all right with it.
Right.
I really
And
am.
olive oil. I agree. I believe in olive oil.
Really, I'm a coconut oil girl. I
Yeah,
prefer
too.
coconut oil. Yeah.
Where's my coconut oil?
Was it you that told me to put coconut oil on my chin?
I sit in
Someone told me to
here at work
coconut
and I
oil
do
on
this
chin. Oh, it
on
was
my
you.
chest. I do,
Yes.
yeah.
Does it help? I don't think
Mhm.
anything helps. I think it's all
I
baloney.
well, I'm
Yeah.
46, so I do this all day. I rub the
Does it
coconut
help?
oil. I think so. And I do this all the time. But
Oh, okay.
I have lotioned my neck and my chest since I was a youngster.
I don't like the way it feels. You know what I mean?
The
It feels
coconut oil
gooky.
helps. It feels
Um,
great. Then you take where
John
is it?
wants me to tell you that he wants his blanket
What
and
is
then he wants a Mountain Dew cake.
Oh, the Mountain Dew cake
Hey,
with the Doritos on it?
friends, if you don't know, Kat is a baking extraordinaire. Like
Yup.
all the things. She makes my
When I
kids'
grow up
birthday
one day, I'll
cake.
have a website that actually functions and have a pricing
You
chart.
do. You not have a website?
I mean, I have an Instagram. Dang it, I can't find
Is that what do you
my
want a
jade
website?
roller. Yeah, I do.
You can get one. They have like little easy ones.
I'll get my life together.
I mean, clearly,
Right.
I
I
am
worry
a
about the wrong things. I
fine
worry about work
material.
and spend extra time
Yeah,
on work and getting work done. And what's work gonna do when I'm old and
not
gray?
work.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh my God, John, you can't
The
you can't
Mountain Dew
text
cake.
me, John, when I'm doing the We can't.
My husband's at the
He's
gym.
like texting me messages to tell you. I'm like, put it in the chat.
What's the
Put
blanket
it in the
though?
chat, John. Huh?
What's the
What?
blanket? The
I
blanket.
don't know. You said something about a blanket. You had a dream about a blanket with him or something.
Ah! Okay, let's talk about Mounjaro dreams because they were really
Manj-
weird.
Mounjaro dreams. Yeah, the Mounjaro.
Mounjaro.
Yeah, Mounjaro.
I had
Tell
a
me about
dream
your Mounjaro
that
dreams. I
Kim's.
had one where John and I were breaking up and we were eating a bowl of grapes that were in water.
Would you like to buy some? Would you like to have some grapes?
It's the
You know,
weirdest thing.
whenever you say that, I think of the Dave Chappelle episode, and it's actually the Prince episode. No
Oh,
connection. Where Prince plays basketball with Charlie Murphy, and
yeah.
Ch- and Dave Chappelle is dressed like Prince. Have you seen this episode? And at the end, he's as Prince. He's like, "Would you like some grapes?" And then Charlie Murphy goes, "Well, Prince, that was a really great game." And then Dave Chappelle Dave Chappelle as Prince says, "I wish I could
Yeah.
say the same for you and your crew of flunkies, bitches."
I have not seen that, but now I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
I
you are
remember
missing out.
the New Girl episode with Prince. That was awesome. That was a really good one, and that was like just such a good show. I
No,
miss
that
that
was a really
show.
hilarious episode. So whenever you say
Yeah,
grapes, I think of "Would you like some grapes?"
me too. I don't really eat grapes very often. I don't know why, but in the dream, I had decided that I was going to leave him for Dr. Albert.
Sorry, no slight. I'm sorry. It's just so weird.
And
It's
we
so
had a very simple
it's so
conversation
yeah,
about
Dr.
it.
Albert is a very great doctor. He is very passionate, but that's a really weird dream.
He's sweet and he's also very handsome.
He's awesome though. He's a very
He's the
great
best.
doctor.
He got bananaed. Did you know that?
Yeah. Okay, so
Yes.
I had,
So
and then flipping on, so I think maybe my dream was influenced by Kim's because I had a dream that John was in the hospital and I had to bring
oh my God.
him my this Afghan that was knitted by someone's grandma, and I had to bring it to him. And I didn't get to bring it to him. Sorry, John.
Oh no. Sad story. These are I gotta tell you, they're weird dreams, but every time I wake up, I just realize I have to pee. So I think they're just pee dreams. Like my body's like, listen, you give us a lot of water. We gotta go to the bathroom.
Mhm.
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
you give
You
us the
know,
Manjaro.
Manjaro. I've noticed I have to stop drinking water, well, on weeknights about
Yeah.
by now by 8 p.m. or I'm up 3 times a night.
Oh wow.
And it
I,
sucks
I
because
drink.
I
I've gotten pretty good. My body's really gotten used to it. People would always tell me that, like, you'll drink the water, and then your body will get used to it, and then you won't be peeing all the time. And I was like, lies. But that's because I would never lean in for more than like a month, maybe.
is it
You
because
know,
I'm getting close to that perimenopause or
I don't
something?
know, boo. It might be. I don't know. I
People in
don't
the
know.
comments who's gone
Oh,
through that.
people have dreams. Hey, let's all play dreams. It's a new. I wish I had like a fun, like Dave has like these fun thing, like graphics and stuff that'll come in for like his segments. We gotta learn.
Yeah, Dave's got
We
that.
gotta learn how
Yeah,
to do that. We could at least
we
do
want to
that.
be
Like,
like Man on Manjaro. He's
oh
pretty
my,
fun.
now about zero. Yeah, but if we
Manjaro.
talk about the dreams, everybody can put in the comments. I don't know if it's like a limited section.
John said cat is not
Health
funny.
dreams. You said what? That is not funny.
Sorry, cat is not funny. It would not be civil. I am not nice that way.
Last night I dreamed about the building of the Statue of Liberty in France. So weird.
See,
Oh, that sounds
these
fascinating.
are weird dreams.
That is a weird dream.
We are all
Judy,
having really
indeed,
weird
indeed, that is a
dreams.
weird dream. I have always had to pee a lot and usually get up 2 or 3 times a night anyway. Oh, yeah, really? I don't know. But when I'm up during, I don't know, the whole I've gotten used to it, but I could do 80 ounces a day now, and but it took a year to get there. You know what I mean? But when I started this journey, I started on Victoza Saxenda. So that's liraglutide. I started on that, and that was a daily injection. And I did that for many months. And I did lose weight, but it was slower.
We
But
lost
when I was at
you.
3 milligrams of Saxenda, I had no food noise. And that was when things really started to pick up, you know? But
I
so
always drank
I
water
was kind of different.
sometimes, yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
I always drink. I've always, you know what? Honestly, because I've always been on a diet since I was young, and
Yeah.
especially since a teenager. So I was always
Same.
drinking water.
Mm.
Although as a teenager, I drank a lot of Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know I really can't handle diet soda anymore.
Yeah. Did you
But
see my message that
this
I
thing
have
right here,
possibly
you what?
landed us another sponsor for the podcast, hopefully? Another one? Another one.
I can't cross my
Yes,
right one
because
too well.
I
So
don't want to charge our community for anything, but I'm running out of
it's
money
free for everybody.
because I pay for
Hi, Bop It. Got a jet.
so you know what I mean? I can't be
Yeah.
doing that. So we gotta get some sponsors, and hopefully the ads will help. I think we've made $50 whole, and then they're gonna take, like, 40% of that.
I bought a plus size hat today.
You did?
Yeah,
Thank you!
taking a big risk here. I don't know. This is where I was thinking. I'm starting to smell myself a little bit.
You're
I
smelling
got
yourself?
smelling myself. I gotta start posting some
Are you stinky?
pictures of no, in my
Oh.
new activewear because my activewear
Wait,
from
do you
last
mean
year
feeling
is too
yourself
big. Yeah, I'm feeling it.
or smelling
No,
yourself?
I'm feeling myself. Well, you would say you smell yourself. That means you're starting to feel yourself. Okay,
No, I
okay,
don't think so.
okay.
Yeah,
I bought a
I don't
pair.
think so.
I bought a pair of white
Crack me up.
activewear leggings today.
You did? Is that a big
When they
deal? I
get
don't know.
here, let's see how they look on me.
Okay, you gonna do butt stuff in them?
Only by
Look like a
request. Who
Muppet.
wants to see butt stuff in white leggings? And I got it. See, this is what my life has
Everybody vote. We're gonna watch Cat do butt stuff in white leggings. Put your hand up. We're voting. All votes are considered. You have 5 whole minutes to say yes.
and it's gonna go with my white trucker hat with the plus sides on it. Sure.
Yeah?
Josh said, "Yep."
Yep. Sure, Cat. Yep. My CPAP doesn't keep me from remembering dreams. Oh, really? It doesn't keep you,
Oh,
or it
really? What?
does?
You know, I should ask
Hi.
my
Hi,
sister.
Kelly Bean.
Hey,
Hi. Bye. It was good to see you. Beep puppet. Bo puppet. That's fun.
that's my sister.
I never really had a YouTube account before this.
Yeah.
This is new.
I have
I'm
one.
new to the YouTube.
It's only so I can comment, and it's like
Yeah.
attached to an old Gmail account.
Oh, okay.
It's my old
Look,
one.
everybody says they all want to see you in the hat and the white pants do butt stuff.
Okay,
Hashtag butt stuff with cats.
they
You
better
don't
fit.
Mounjaro
Now
hat
listen,
butt.
I
Mounjaro
took a
butt.
risk, Mounjaro, but I took a risk. I bought a 14, 16 pair of leggings. Usually I get 18, 20, but 18, 20 of them sliding down my butt when I walk.
Yeah, I can't have that.
Or I have to pull them up like Steve
So
Urkel up
tiny.
to my boobs.
Oh, I
So
kind of love that though. Like makes me feel
it's
snatched.
good, but when you start to get like
Feel snatched in
when
my
they get smaller, it rolls down, it
yeah.
slides down faster.
Oh
Especially
yeah. I wouldn't know. I've never been smaller. I don't know.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
Music.
it's just really sad. Like
90s music again.
I buy it's so funny, Judy.
Leash
I
says
buy
with 90s music again. Do Prince. I feel like you should have a whole Prince tribute with the white pants. Why
white
not?
pants. I just feel like I'm gonna show every dimple and
No, it'll be
wrinkle. It's
fine.
okay. But actually,
You
what
could
was I
actually
just
put
saying to
little
my
things
husband?
over
You
it.
don't have to like this. I like it. So listen, you don't
Who
have to like
doesn't
my
like it?
dimples. I like them.
Why are they saying
No, everyone
they
likes it.
keep
No, I'm talking.
waving?
They're saying yes. I think. Are you guys raising your? Because you said raise your hand if you want Kat to do butt stuff in the white leggings.
Yeah, so they're raising the hand.
I
But it
cannot
says,
believe I bought
why
white
can't we
leggings.
see that it says
I can see it. Pull out your phone.
waving pink hand? Well, I don't want to, I'll mess up if I
Just
do
mute
that.
it. Just mute it. I have it on mute.
No,
It
it's
doesn't have
okay.
any. I can just read.
I can't get too distracted. Like full
I think I have
panic.
low key ADD over here.
Oh yeah.
I think both of
I
us do.
think you remember dreams from when you are just waking up. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
sleep like a rock with the CPAP. I have a CPAP too, but I'm not sure I need it anymore. I didn't wear it for like a week recently. And then I asked my sister because she was with me. I was like, what did I snore? And she was like, you don't really snore, but you have like this, this noise.
Do that again. I need a recording of this. It's the old radio commercial days.
She's like,
just
it's
want
sort of like
recording
a cry. I was like, maybe I should still wear the CPAP. That doesn't sound good.
I woke myself up snoring the other night.
Oh, more pink hand waving. So it's going to happen now. Everybody's voted. Votes are in. What's her cat?
Kelly has a question. Okay, I'll do it. Kelly has
All
a
right, you do the
question. Now, if
question.
you want another question, like you could also
No, you pick
send
this question.
email it
Do
to
it.
me at plussizescat@gmail.com. But you said something that you're on 5 milligrams, week 6. Doc says it's up to you whether or not you want to move up to 7.5. Hmm. Hmm. I was on
Well,
7.5 for a while. I felt like
I have opinions. I
7.5
feel
and
like you
10
should
were kind
ride
of.
your dose as much as possible. What do you think? Yeah?
If it's working for you, it's working.
Yeah.
I feel like now, because I've gotten complacent because I'm drinking my wine spritzers, and I do enjoy cheese. I think if I didn't drink
What
these
does
every
that
so
have
often,
to
cheese.
do?
What I'm saying
I
is,
do
I
enjoy
do
cheese.
and cheese and
Love
wine
you so much for
spritzers.
that.
Um,
Ah,
but if it's working, like if you're seeing, I mean, listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a, what is it?
blanket statement for Kat. Mine is I
Like
speculate, and
I'm
hers
not
is
a doctor.
she's not
I only
exactly.
play one on TV.
Yes.
But
You
yeah,
only
you're right. Like
interview them
you're
on
right.
the
And you
internet.
know what? Like I only play one on the
Yeah.
internet. These last like 6 months have been
Yeah.
whatever I can find
What to eat or
for
for dose?
Mounjaro.
Oh,
For Mounjaro.
to get
So
the
if I can
Mounjaro,
find a
yeah.
7.5, I did that. If I could find a
Yeah.
10, I did that.
Yeah.
Um, and I just now went to 12.5, and I see a little bit of a nice. I feel like I see a nice
Yeah.
difference. But 7.5 was good for me.
Yeah.
I was on it for, like I said, because that's all I could find.
Yeah.
It was a little bit slower,
I
but
was a little bit nervous when we had to get John's 5 today because the pharmacist came up and was like, "Hey, so it looks like you've been taking," talking to John, "you've been taking Ozempic. Do you know that you're not supposed to take these together?" And we're like, "Yeah, we know."
why
But
not?
people may not know.
Why
He goes,
not?
"All right, I was just checking. Have a good day." I
Why
was like,
not?
"Thank you, pharmacist." Yeah, but like it was weird because it felt like it was taking time. And I'm like, "Listen, Linda, we have followed all the rules in the land. Like, you know,
And you
give
started to
him
squeeze your butt
his
cheeks. You're like, oh
medicine."
sheesh, oh
Yes.
sheesh. I
What?
don't get my
Oh,
you're squeezing
yes.
your
It
butt
was so
cheeks. Oh my
traumatic. I was
God,
just
no, no.
like,
It was
his
dramatic.
John's legs was shaking because he's less like his tick, and I was like, "It's fine. Like, you have to act chill."
Oh yeah. See, I used to work with John. Backstory,
So
Kim's husband.
yes.
And he used to sit. I would
Not
always sit cross leg and tap his leg and
yes.
work. Yeah,
And
especially.
now we
Sorry, I'm
know,
telling your
like,
business, John. And you'd be on
oh,
like
he
a
doesn't.
call and
He
you'd just
tells
be
it all over
talking
the
and
internet.
tapping,
No, he tells it. He tells it on TikTok.
talking
He
and
talks
tapping.
about his autism and his stimming. Like that's his stim, right? Is shaking his leg. That's usually what he'll do. That's his like thing because it was like
Thanks, John.
socially acceptable and he could stim and it would help him. Yes.
I know a
It's
lot of
all
people
good,
that
Kay.
do that. Like
Yeah.
jiggle. I mean, once in a
It's
while,
his.
I'll tap
That's just his.
my
Yeah.
feet. Wiggle
Yeah,
my
but
legs.
you
I
know
get
how
nervous.
his is. It's like incessant.
I sit next to him, so I
And I would
just.
always be like, I got eventually where I was like, I'm being mean about it. So, because I'm his wife, I've been together 20 years, right? I have my hand on his leg and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, like, I'm okay." But I think that kind of helps him sort of come out of it and realize, like, well, he's here. What do you think, John? I also like to eat as a tick. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's why we're all
I've
here.
heard that there's a connection with
Oh yeah.
being on the spectrum and eating.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I have been reading that lately. Yeah. So friends that don't know me, so my son and my husband who's in the chat are both on the autism spectrum. So I'm not like talking out my butt. Like
What? Are you sure?
Mounjaro.
I'm just. Here it is.
All I know for sure is y'all are awesome. Oh, Kelly, you're a doll.
Thanks,
Hi. I
guys.
see your face. I know your face. You're on TikTok with us, right? Yes, I just feel like every day is a little different. Some days are easier than others, and I'm not
Hmm.
having any negative side effects. Yeah, I think Kelly for me too. It's like I don't know, Manjaro is doing really good for me so far, but all the other ones I would have days like that, But no, I'm okay. I even had a little mac and cheese for dinner, like one of those little gluten-free ones, for dinner the other night, and I felt kind of nauseous because I know you and Janine were like, "Listen, you cannot eat junk. I'm telling you." I mean, it's not really junk, but it's like fatty, right? And I don't really eat that kind of stuff really anymore, and not because I feel restricted, but just because I don't want to. And but I ate it and I felt a little nauseous, but that's it, and I'm totally fine today. And I've lost weight, and that's really exciting because I haven't. I've been struggling. You know, it's like where the struggle has been real. Butt stuff? I thought she said buff stuff. Yes, you got to do butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Butt stuff with cat.
We'll
Ooh,
do my
I
arms a little
like it.
bit.
That was a good flex.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did I just see a little bit coming out? See, that's probably the reason why I like the sag, because I can actually see my biceps finally.
Yeah, because the skin's sort of like out of the way and the fat's like out of the
No,
way.
if y'all
That's
want
nice.
to
I
know,
don't
like
have
how
a
much
bicep.
I weightlifted. There's one
And
picture
I have
from my
2 jobs,
wedding.
so I can't exercise anymore.
Yeah. There's one picture from my wedding, and the way the
Yeah.
angle hit me so perfectly, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I can see the shreds. I can see the chest,
Aw,
delts, the shoulders."
nice.
But
That's your favorite picture you put
the
everywhere?
light yeah, I'll show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably yeah, it's just oh my gosh. I was like, "I have bugs. They're popping
John
out."
says, "Cat's showing off the guns." So what do we
I
wanna do
have
when
them,
we
but
do these
anyway.
lives? Like, how should we roll when we do these? And we don't have a Janine with us. I hope she's in the chat still. I don't know.
Ooh,
She's
thanks,
probably in the air.
Bones. I
You
like
know, like
Bonza mac and cheese. Yeah, chickpea pasta. I like the recipe ideas in here.
me too.
I don't know, like I have not had an aversion with
Yeah,
Mounjaro, eating junk.
0. Yeah.
Um, but like if I do eat junk, I don't know, maybe because I really feel I've had like a very not different but the same
Yeah.
experience on Mounjaro.
Yeah.
Because if I do want some pizza, I'll eat it. I just
Yeah.
stop earlier. If I
Yeah.
do want um, a burger and fries, I get a kid's meal because I can't eat the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
But it doesn't make my stomach hurt. I don't
No.
get the bubble
Janine gets
guts.
real sick if she eats bubble guts. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's what she says. I am burping a lot after my hamburger that I ate half of a tiny hamburger, but
Is
it's
it
like,
that Eastern European stock that I
what?
that I am? That's my mom. My mom is from Slovakia, so I'm like, is
Oh,
that what
okay.
it is? It's just the
Maybe.
old country. We lived on goats and.
Do y'all have any other celebrities that you want to interview? Yes. Hoping Rosie opened the gate. Me too. I hope so too. I
Me
would
either.
love to
You get
interview.
heartburn
I was
pizza? I do
thinking
too.
like
Leaf.
I would love Carney Wilson. I did
Is
send
she
her a
on
message
a
on.
GLP-1?
No, I don't know. I don't know her
Okay.
business, right? But like I do know she had
She had
surgery
weight
on
loss surgery.
television. She struggled.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had gastric bypass surgery on television. Was it in the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she had
Um,
kids and then gained some
yes.
of it back.
And then so I don't know, maybe. I don't know her business.
She's funny.
But I was just thinking in general, it'd be a really good example of someone that has a weight story. And also I
Yeah.
think kind of within the time frame that we're sort of looking at. And then I was also thinking Jonah Hill would be good. But I don't know. None of them come out and say they're taking these medicines. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't,
Except for
you
Minnie
know,
Kaling. Minnie
Rebel
Kaling
Wilson would
did
be
it.
amazing, but
Yeah.
I don't know
You know
all
they're all on
the
these.
I don't know though. I don't know their
I feel
business.
like
Like
Rosie. I don't mean to be I don't know who you think you're fooling.
where
I
they're going.
don't know who
Well, and
you
that's
think
the
you're
thing is,
fooling.
I hope more people will come forward, but I think the ones that are okay saying it, like coming forward, are the ones that have type 2, right? Because it's socially acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you have type 2. So it's socially acceptable to take a medication that was originally engineered for a type 2 diabetic.
Mhm.
But nobody realizes, or not nobody, but a lot of people don't realize that we've learned with Dr. Albert and all the doctors that we've come on that are obesity specialists is it is an underlying biological dysfunction. It's an insulin resistance spectrum. And so you're treating the same dysfunction with a medication. That's why it works for people that are obese, you know, or have insulin resistance because of PCOS. And people don't realize that. They keep
So
thinking of it like it's this diet pill or like we're stealing insulin from people. And that's just not true.
what did
It's
Dr.
just not
Albert tell
true.
us on our first episode? Obesity is diabetes or diabetes.
Yeah. Diabetes. He
Listen,
was saying,
it's
yeah,
40itis
you need to
hitting
get the
me, but
quote.
there's a correlation between the two.
Yeah.
It's
He
not
was
so
like,
far. Yeah.
yeah. It was like, we were saying, oh, like a lot of people that have diabetes have obesity. And he was like, no, they all do. Like, because it's the same like underlying dysfunction, you know? I don't
Hmm.
know. It's like what came first, chicken or the egg? Well, we got
Exactly.
Charles Barkley. Yeah, I don't, but here's the thing. Charles Barkley has
He
no
didn't know
idea
what
what
he
this
was on.
medicine. He goes, I have no idea what this medicine does. I have no idea.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
that's what they
sorry. You know
do.
how much I love Charles Barkley. The ignorant stuff that comes out of his mouth
Oh, I don't know if I love him. I don't
is
know much about him.
unfiltered. He
Yeah, I don't
knew
know.
off record. I used to work in radio, so we don't even know.
It went down the wrong pipe. This is what my mama taught me
But
to
the
do. Tell
ignorant
me
stuff,
right.
oh really?
Hey, how are you, Winchester? How you doing? We're just hanging. We're learning about doing lives on YouTube because we really
Learn
didn't
with
know.
us.
And we had been wanting to do it, and then I just sent Kat and Janine a message, and I was like, "Let's just do it." But then Janine had to fly because she's our Mounjaro flight
Mhm.
attendant, so she had to fly.
USO.
And so we were like, "Let's just try." Like it's last minute. I doubt a whole lot of people will come. It's great that y'all are here, though. We're so excited.
Mhm.
Let's just do it. And then next time we'll announce them. So here's what I think we're going to do now. Here's the plan. Here's my master plan. All right, ready?
Exactly.
Master plan is I'm going to have a form on the website where people can submit their stories to either come on the show, the plus size, or come on the live.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And then we'll have them come on and tell their community stories, because there are so many community stories, and I'm only woman me.
We
We're
love
only
them all.
us.
Mhm.
We can't do them all, at least not within a certain amount of time frame. And I want people to have the opportunity and the space to do that. So if we do lives like once a week, and then every week we'll have like a new community guest, and we can all just talk about like what we did with Michelle and Kelsey, and just like have a conversation. Let's just talk about it. Cause like so much of obesity and these related diseases are feeling alone and ashamed and all these different things. And if we
That's
can all
shame.
talk together, that's what's cool about TikTok. Now they're friggin' bananaing all our people. What's a grip?
Speaking of shame, pick up the book by Brene Brown.
You must just be like an insatiable reader. Like every
No,
time I turn
I
around,
read
you're
it in
reading a new book.
therapy. I read a Brene Brown book in therapy. It's not I thought it was me, but it's not. Crap. It's the other one on shame resilience. Pick up a Brene Brown book. That's because that's her study. It's her focus is shame, and it's yeah. I read it in therapy. I'll
Oh,
say
okay.
it all the time. Like I had a lot of therapy.
Me too. I still am in therapy.
I need to go back to therapy. I haven't really
I
gone to
really
therapy
love
since,
when
but
Rosie said on her episode that she liked that she was losing like a pound a week or so, like that it was slow, because she was like, it gives me mentally a time to catch up with my body. And I was like, that's really good,
you know
you
what?
know?
Maybe that's what it is. When
Yeah.
we're talking about the revelation in France, like it
Yeah.
had been so slow, like about
Yeah.
40, 50 pounds within this 40 the year.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's kind of slow compared to everybody else, but
Yeah, mine's
I've
slow
gotten
too.
so
Yeah.
accustomed to it. But also, I noticed like my activewear. I put on a shirt that it was a muscle tank that was
Yeah.
snug. I'm
Yeah.
still the same weight, but I put it on today and I'm like, this feels loose. Like this hangs a
Yeah.
little bit, but I'm at the same weight. So that's the
Yeah.
reason why like I cannot live and die by that stupid scale. I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. I know. And like even when I started, so like when I switched to Mounjaro,
You gotta
when I
say
switched to
Mounjaro.
Mounjaro, when I switched the past, like it's been like a week and a half now, I have been weighing every day, and I have completely gotten out of doing that. But I've had such long stalls over the past few months, and then I was just like so excited to see if it would like
I
do what
agree with
it
you
did,
sentiment.
and it
Yeah.
did. I mean, I had to end Shark Week first. I feel like I need like I don't know why.
I was asking my husband, was it Shark Week? And it was, huh? Baby shark
Yeah.
doo doo. That was my niece's jam.
I mean, I think it's still my jam a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Baby shark doo doo. And then they made that stupid mix. Oops, oops.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of them. I've seen a lot of riffs on that baby shark situation. But I was for sure a shark this time. Although back to the whole PCOS thing, my Shark Week was incredibly tame. It was like a shark raised in captivity. You know? It was
Shark
like
Week always
very
make me
good.
think of
I'm
Step
sorry
Brothers.
for our male attendants. But it is what it is. It's just
Oh,
nature.
that's what you were saying. Do you know I just now got it?
What? The shark?
I was thinking of actual Shark Week on the Discovery Channel or
Oh no,
TLC.
Shark Week. Like, didn't you get the fin? That's what people call it in our community whenever I'm like, I'm on the cycle. And they're like, it's Shark Week. Just like when people get banned, it's banana, you know? I don't know. Oh, I kind of hate how I can't see people's green face smiling.
Oh, I like it. I see it. Life with Leash. Yes, I can
Is that
see
what
it
it
on
is?
my phone's on mute, and I'm just looking at it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm afraid to touch
I
anything.
know it could be shame. LW. It might be. It's Brene
That's what the
Brown's
book's called?
Shame. There is a book that I need to get. It was like I
Mhm.
thought it was me, but it's not. Or not just. But that was. I didn't read that one. There was another one on shame resilience. You know what? Let
Shame
me pull it.
resilience.
Hang on.
God, I
It
would
was a
love to learn how to
great
do
book.
that. Shame is
Brene
bad.
Brown.
Yeah, like I had my son recently said some bad words in front of my dad, and his immediate reaction was to shame him. Um, and and I just was like, Dad, we don't do shame in my family. Like we don't do that. Because shame leads to like it's just like a cancer.
Ah,
You know
the
what I
gifts
mean?
of imperfection. Yes, that's what it was.
What is it called?
The gifts of imperfection.
Okay.
Yeah, my therapist had me
Interesting.
read that.
The gifts. Well, I have been given all of the imperfections of the land. I'm not even symmetrical. Like, like I'm just not. Like,
You're not
you
supposed to
know,
be because you're when you're a little cell and you reproduce in
I
the
am
womb.
symmetrical. I'm
It's not technically not just right. And that's how like you end up with like issues. Like sometimes people have one ear that sits up higher than the other. And like honestly, that's yeah.
but I feel like most people are symmetrical and I am not. I'm not.
They're
Not even close.
slightly off. Now when I wear
And I feel
glasses,
like
I
it's
do
more evident now than it ever was. Whatever. Whatever.
really get a big green smile.
So we've been doing this for an hour. How do we think this for time frame for our usual lives?
That's okay.
Yes. It's okay.
Kick
Yeah.
back and have
We
a
let John be our
conversation.
moderator. He's a good moderator, I think.
Yeah, I guess I owe him a Mountain Dew cake
Yeah.
and
Yeah. John,
some
you want a
sort of
Mountain Dew
blanket.
cake? I don't know. He's all Mounjaro now. He may not like a Mountain Dew cake.
You do your taste. I still crave cake, but then like here's another thing. I will want cake. I'm like, ooh, I want a piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
And I can't finish the slice, which is nice.
Yeah.
Versus wanting 5 slices.
Yes.
Because when I was a binger, I could really do some
Yeah.
damage.
Yep. Yes. Oh, and we do talk about that here. Like I talk about it on TikTok too. There's nothing wrong with talking about the fact that I am legitimately my medication has healed that part of me. Not the mental part, but the physical part, you know? I
Mental
still have
part, you
to
still
catch
have
up.
to talk to your
Do you
therapist.
remember like when that happened for you? I legitimately remember the moment that the emotional connection to food was like severed like a cord for me. And I did not know what to do with myself. I did not, I've always coped with food, you know?
There's oh gosh, he's on Mounjaro too. He's on TikTok. I can't think of. He's got the cute pink hat he wears. Anyway,
It's a pink
he
hat.
said he wears a pink hat. I think it's a hat. It might not be pink, but he said I got full eating like some mac and cheese or some pasta, and
Yeah.
my first thought was, oh, I can't eat this whole delicious plate. I had that feeling like, oh, I can't gorge myself. Oh, I'm kind of
Yeah.
sad. Now I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll throw it away.
Yeah.
Like what a therapist said, like, you know what? You can always have it later. You can always
Yeah.
have it later. Put it away.
Leftovers are a thing. Yeah, but I remember like being able to put like food on a plate, you know, and then being like feeling committed to that, you know, and I remember like filling my plate like to the rim with whatever it was I wanted to eat, usually something squishy, like pasta, cake, like cereal, like just squishy stuff. And I would binge that. And it was and then I would sometimes go back in an hour or 2 hours. I just felt like I was just like a
I had
bottomless pit.
room. I made a little
I
room. I
had
said, here we
room.
go.
Yes,
Especially
you
when you're
know?
like in one of those like when it's quiet and you're by yourself and you're like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and you're coping in some sort of way or trying to feel control in some sort of way. You know, I think that's why I started when I was younger is I just wanted to control something, you know? I really think that's why it, like, began. My God, the crocker.
Yeah.
You know?
Isolating.
Yeah, it really is. And then you recognize that it's not normal, you know? And then it's like you just try to hide it, you know? But like, I'm telling you, Kat, I never even told anybody that at all. Now, obviously, John's my husband. He's not stupid. Like, you know, he knows. And but like until I went on TikTok, until I met Rachel, until I literally heard her words come out of her mouth that like I had
No
lived.
moral value.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not alone, you
Mm-mm.
know? And then when you have the medication and you have that realization of, oh my God, this is what's been wrong all the time. Like my
Mhm.
body hasn't worked right, you know? Then it's like you recognize it's not your fault. And I still tell myself that over and over again. You know, I think I finally gotten to a place of acceptance, but I have these moments where all this stuff comes up. Like this will be a journey of healing for me, I think, probably the rest of my life. You know?
No, I do believe the same thing.
Yeah.
When I because I've tried everything. I went to Overeaters Anonymous. I went to OA.
Yeah.
That was a big teaching. Like you think that you're hiding it, but you really
Yeah.
aren't.
You're
It's
not.
really, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
But I also hate how people assume that if you are fat, I'm not with the word yet, but if you are fat, that you must binge eat, you must stuff your face, you must like, people assume automatically that that's what's going on. And like, there are plenty of people, we've interviewed them on our show that have never had issues with binge eating,
They
you
just
know,
yeah.
or,
Yeah,
or
people always
purging
think
or
that.
anything like that. Yeah. You know?
So I did both, but no, I just couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
that
don't
was
even
pretty
want
great.
to. It doesn't even occur to me, you know?
Mm-mm.
And if I do taste something and I'm like, "Oh, that's really good," you know, I just have it for what it's worth and then I
Mhm.
stop. It's crazy. I really hope that with the Mounjaro, I still have that anxiety relief that I had with Ozempic Wegovy. Because with Ozempic Wegovy, my obsessive anxiety just turned off like a switch one day. And
Hmm.
it was like like, I would worry about everything. I would like unwind my day in my head at night. I get even like with JoJo and Megan. Kat and I have similar friends. With
I
JoJo and
love you. I
Megan, like
said
I would
none
be
yourself,
telling them
yes.
about all these worries, like when I just couldn't hold it in anymore. And they were trying so hard to be good friends to me, but I could see in their face how hard it was because I was being so incredibly ridiculous. Like the things that I was worrying about that were so out of control or so far in the future or leaps and bounds away from what's probably possible. Like, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop,
Mm.
you know? And I would even, when I would unwind my day in my head, I would go, you know, like as I was doing it, I would be like, I would like try to stop. And then I would literally go, okay, how could I have handled it? Why? The day is over. But I would think about
Mhm.
my facial expressions, my inflections in my voice, like what jokes landed, what didn't. And then I would like plan for if it ever happens again. Why? The day is over. Like it made no sense. And it was
That's
just
your people
miserable.
pleasing. Wow, like, that
It was
sounds like a trauma
horrible.
response. Yeah, I get it though,
Yeah.
'cause yeah.
But now I don't do it anymore, Kat, at all, and it's not even a choice, it's just off. I just don't do it anymore, and if I ever do start to worry, like for an actual real thing,
Yeah.
1, it's usually actual real thing, and then 2, I'll go, I'm worrying a lot. Is there anything I can do about it? No,
Just
you
maybe
know?
it's a
Or
thing. Yeah.
if I say yes, there's something I can do about it, then I make a plan. Do you know what I mean? But, like, it's incredible. I take it forever just for that effect
I
alone.
think I think it's happening. Now that I think about it, you made me
Yeah.
think about something. So,
Oh, I
um,
just
the oh, well, you too, Kim. Um, uh,
Sorry.
I used to have, like, serious, like, work anxiety, like, I was not good enough,
Work
not good
anxiety?
enough at work at all. And so with this job, I don't give a
Really?
frack anymore. I mean, I still
Yeah,
do
I
because 'cause
don't
I'm
really
working
either.
late, but
Yeah,
my husband will tell you in 2020 and 21,
yeah,
"What?" But then again, I
yeah,
think it's also perspective, like, my husband got sick and lost and all that stuff, like, now I'm just
yeah,
like, "You know what? I don't
yeah,
care."
yeah.
However, I'm still trying to get caught up with work every week, it's just a lot, but then again, anyway,
Difference
but
in wanting to do your job well and then obsessively being concerned about people pleasing.
that's
You know
what
what I
it
mean?
is. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I
just
think it's fine to have
worried
a good
more.
work ethic, you know,
Yeah,
what
but
you do.
the obsessive worrying and,
The
like,
obsessive. It's the obsessive piece, which goes back to the whole binging. Like, I don't even watch television anymore. The only time I watch TV is I
I
watch it
never
with
was a TV
John.
person. Yeah.
I watch it. Well, I always was though. I love to binge watch things. I wait until they're all ready, and I would binge watch. I don't like to binge watch anymore. It
I
was
didn't
like
have the
literally a
attention
hobby.
span. I don't have the
No,
attention span.
I just would rather hang out with my friends on TikTok
That's
or
another
on the
addiction,
plus
though.
sides.
Gosh,
You know, I'd rather have like interaction with
we
even
switched
my
one addiction for another.
yes. Now my new addiction is, TikTok. Or
Oh, Judy, you're a
I
personal
was like,
chef.
I'll start a podcast.
I agree, Judy. She's a personal chef for other families, a way to cope making food. And
Oh,
not
hold
me.
on. Let me help. You keep reading. I'm going to catch up on the ones in the top.
I don't watch much TV either, Melissa. Yeah. I try. I will get into a new show and I'll get into one season.
Yeah.
Then you got to catch me by season 2. But then the only show
Yeah.
that I really was into, it was by appointment, was Pose.
Pose.
Pose came out in
By appointment.
in 2018. By appointment, sorry, that's radio sales speak. By appointment means your commercials, your shows that you watched by appointment. When you watch 8 p.m. Sunday nights on FX, that's by
Okay.
appointment when you sell day parts.
Okay.
So that was jargon. But Pose was my shit.
Pose.
And also Dietland. I did watch Dietland, but I could not, after I think like the first season, I lost it. But
Yeah.
it was a great show. Dietland was good. That's like diet culture as well.
I just can't get lost in it like I used to. Like I used to be able to just kind of get lost in it and like not be in my body.
And
Do you know
now,
what I mean?
yeah.
And now I like just can't. Like I watch it with John because he still likes to watch things. So like, but we have like certain things we watch together. Like we like America's Got Talent, or sometimes I get him to watch American Idol with me, or we both like The Voice, like stuff like that. But I really could take it or leave it and never watch it again, I think. I don't know.
I get
just
it.
don't.
Jay and I watch music shows. That's my husband's name.
Yeah.
But that's our life.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
Oh, Leash says I used to eat ice cream every night, like half a tub, and now I don't care. It's crazy, right? I totally understand that
I
feeling.
had some ice cream today, but
I'm super burpy.
But I wanted more. This is so easy. I wanted some more ice cream. I was going to the freezer, and then I was like, nah, it's all right.
Yeah. Like John handed me a piece of chocolate the other night, and I went,
that is crazy. Yes, it happened to me too. Oh my gosh. Think about like when I was in France, I was like, I'm ready to do some chocolate damage. I had a slice of chocolate cake. Damage.
Ooh, that's like
chocolate damage. I had a slice of chocolate cake and I had to get it because it had a little flake of gold on it, just because it had gold on it. I ate it like 2 days later. I had it to-go box.
I'm all about the to-go box situation. Yeah.
And then I had just 2 chocolates I bought at a French grocery store with like 2 bags of coffee because French coffee.
Oh. Yeah. On my B-day, I shared a slice with my husband, and I think she made cake. I used to get angry if anyone wanted my food. My husband still does. Joey doesn't share food.
Wait a minute. Okay, this is hilarious. I'll tell you a story about John, Kim. We were in a meeting at Career Builder, and I had made a cake, and I brought John like this cake, and he had it in a container. I'll never forget one of our coworkers, his name was Ryan. He reaches over, he's like, "What's in there, John?" And John goes, "Do you want to lose an arm?"
Well, he is one of 8 children. Like, play.
I get it. I'm the third of 5. It is you know what? I think maybe that's what I have been doing this, like, I guess self-inventory. Like, I wonder if my mom was not so obsessed and so mean about it, would I be different? A third child of 5. If there was anything good or tasty in the house, you had to run to the kitchen and get it before it was gone.
Yeah.
So you had to wolf it down.
Wolf. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. What else did you say? My thing was after dinner, and then she would ate chocolate chips and popcorn and kept whispering at me. Yeah, because it's the noise. And
it's that food noise. Like, why can't you just leave it?
Yeah, Judy. Rachel's on TikTok. I don't think she's on YouTube, but she's on TikTok. Her handle is @LoveNest Conversation. Rachel is literally the reason this all exists. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first started following people on TikTok that were taking these medications and I had been on them for a couple months, I didn't know what was going on or what I was doing. And I came across Rachel and I had a moment where first we connected and she was actually a larger creator, but took the time to talk with me and DM with me, which is very kind. And I had a moment where I went out to dinner with my family and I came to her and said, I ate bad food. I had bad food. I ate bad food. And she said, I'm trying in my journey to not think about food as being bad or good. My friend Catherine says, like, food doesn't have moral worth. It's so hard to say that. Like, I get upset just thinking about it, but it doesn't. And in that moment, in that very vulnerable moment where I reached out, so the behavior change of not going, oh, I already did it, let me keep eating, right? I made a behavior change and I made a decision that I wasn't going to do that anymore. And then I was going to eat what food I wanted because my body was working properly and it was okay to have the food that I wanted. And I didn't even like binge or anything, but because it wasn't what I considered a good food, I beat myself up about it. But instead of going and feeling horrible, I reached out to a friend. And it made all the difference in the world. And she would always say, like, you're not alone and it's not your fault. Literally, that's the friggin' what we talk about on the plus sides, because you're not, and it's not, So Rachel is literally the reason that all of this, I don't know if it would have happened otherwise. Everything happens like it's meant to. But yeah, so you're going to hear me talk about Rachel a lot because this was a big deal for me. If you don't follow her, she's
Which is a lot of
incredibly
fun.
kind.
Yeah.
She's incredibly kind. She's been on our show a couple times, Judy, if you haven't seen it. Please do, because she's wonderful. She's a co-host. I can't remember what episode she was on. Like off the top of my head, we've done so many at this point. We have so many more coming. So childhood obesity is coming out next week. Friends that
was
here.
Rachel. Rachel co-hosted with us.
Rachel co-hosted childhood obesity. So that was coming out on Wednesday. I was very, very careful with this conversation and gave it the most respect I could. There is no sensationalism. There are no community stories. It's just a conversation with a pediatric obesity specialist about everything that has to do with it, including how you feel if your child is in this kind of way. And I think it'll be good. I think you'll like it. I still have to edit it. But anyway, how can I numb myself during stressful times if I don't have food? Yes, LW. Oh my gosh, I totally feel that. It's like, what do you do with yourself?
So I will say it's a Pollyanna thing, but
Yeah.
I've said it on all of our podcasts.
Yeah.
Every morning, my spin class is a non-negotiable, and
Yeah.
it has gotten me through a lot of loss and grief and stress the past couple of years. So that's what does it for me. In fact, I'm kind of out of sorts because I didn't get my workout in this morning because I had to work.
You had to work, and now you're working again. I consider it volunteering.
It's
fun. Not for long.
But that has helped tremendously.
Yeah.
A good hard sweat. But then it's what you like doing. I love my swim classes.
I love to swim.
Do it if I didn't like it. Yeah.
I love to swim. That's like my enjoyable thing. But I don't feel like I have to like abuse myself with an exercise, like if I'm just movement, I think is it,
A good walk too. Like I like hiking.
I do like to watch TikToks and exercise.
People do their lives and exercise, and it's a great idea.
A lot of people will say they'll do my lives on TikTok and they'll exercise and we'll just talk and hang out, and it's nice. It's community, it's camaraderie, it's a big deal, It's so helpful. I was a personal chef.
Oh, I saw that comment. Yeah, families.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. A way to cope with making food and not eating it. Yes.
I mean, that was the challenge because people say like, well, I don't keep it in the house. Listen, I bake. There's always flour, sugar, eggs, and oil in this house. I could make something.
So many people in here agree with the binging, like, or have experience with. And there's some friends in here who are saying that that's not something they had. Vanderpump Rules is your guilty pleasure? That's funny. I've never even seen it. I've never even seen it.
I just know the word or the.
Let's see. You love coffee, but you take it black.
Take it
Oh
black.
no.
Okay,
Yeah.
that always makes me think of the movie Airplane. Are you old enough to remember?
Airplane. Yeah, of course.
I can't even. It's not appropriate for that to make
Leslie
that joke.
Nielsen, right? Is it
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I would feel appropriate, but that joke is hilarious about black coffee. But anyway,
Okay. Maybe not. I haven't read the
if you know,
guidelines.
you know.
I don't know.
I'm not going to repeat it. I don't want to get banned on YouTube.
Are you in StreamYard? I'm in StreamYard. Like when you're doing all this, I am.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if like you looked like we were in the YouTubes or if you were in the StreamYard.
I like
I don't know.
the
In the
YouTubes.
YouTubes. Anyway, what else we got?
Oh, okay.
Heading out to catch you back on TikTok. Yes, okay, catch us on TikTok.
Lisa KN. Yeah. Will this coming episode be helpful for us who were obese children? Yes. To maybe understand.
Yeah, it will. We talk about a lot of different things, Lisa. We talk about like from our perspective as adults now. And then we also talk about those of us who, have children that may struggle with obesity because of genetics or maybe because one of our children has PCOS or something like that, or insulin resistance early and we're able to catch it earlier now, right? Because we know more about it. Yeah, we do. We talk about all the things and I do think we'll likely have another childhood obesity episode, but I think it will be a little further down the line once we like maybe have an example of somebody that has a child that's been taking the medication. And when I say a child, the guidelines are 12 plus. And there's y'all know it's actually really restricted. It's really, really restricted. And it's also they make the kids do a lot of stuff before they can take anything. Like we talk all about that,
opened
about
our
the
eyes.
things that
Yeah.
are required. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I thought this was like this one blew me away because Dr. Carla is our specialist. I was like, well, is it as hard for the kids to get treated like this as it is for the adults? And she was like, it's worse. It's worse. And and it like blows my mind. Like, I don't know why that shocked me. I guess I just figured like kids have different rules, you know? So I guess I figured their rules were a little bit better, but I guess no, like it's worse. But yeah, we talk about all the things. We really liked the episode. I did. I thought it was really interesting. But I also geek out on this stuff. So all right. Okay, I guess should we end? I feel like
we could. Yeah, but it's Friday night. Like everyone get back to their TV shows. I'll drink the rest of my spritzer.
Your spritzer. You might want to add a little more wine. I bet it's kind of watery now.
Yeah, maybe later.
Yeah. Maybe later. Well, this was fun. So we'll do the next one with Janine, and then let's start getting some community submissions. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And don't forget to send me your questions, plus sides.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Friends that if you guys watch the show. So we're going to have segments now. So is that what we're going to do? Plus sides @cat@gmail. Is that what you're going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's just tell people to email you. Yeah. I'll put it on whenever we announce like whatever the next episodes are, I'll put it on. Yeah. And just start telling people. So friends, if you guys have a question you want us to ask one of the doctors, like on our next episode, like you can send it to us and we'll ask them. We're going to have
just a general question or we can.
Oh, and then I don't know if I told you, Kat, but I'm going to do a blog for the website and I'm going to have a section called community contributions and I'm going to let people write blogs for the website. So they can write on like whatever topic around obesity or these medications or related diseases so that like they can feel like they're contributing, Yes. And well, thank you for coming, guys. This was our first live, so we didn't know what to do. We just jumped on and started going for it. So, okay, so you have to tell us like if it was bad, you got to be like, it was bad. Because I mean, it probably was in some parts, but like the parts that were good, we need to know those parts. Like I feel like the bad ones are pretty evident.
Rose Day.
Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try to get a form on the website, but I'm not gonna lie, it's hard and I'm not good at it. But I did. If you want to support us, we were told that we can like have a little thing across the bottom that says like you can get a thing in our merch store. We do for people who like to make donations, and people do. We have a thing we have a merch store. If you want to get something cool, we do have a link in our bio to a PayPal if you want to contribute. Like everybody has like a space, like how they want to contribute if they want to at all. Like you could just come and watch the stuff. That's a contribution, just coming and watching it. you know, just
Mhm.
watch it. Like we have commercials now. Paid $50 whole.
This is a
Yes,
fantastic water bottle,
it
32
is a good
ounces.
water bottle.
It's
It
awesome.
is.
I can put it
It's
on my
super cute.
bike when I'm on my spin class. It fits right on the handlebars.
I really need you and Janine when you go to spin class to do some footage, and then we'll put it on your playlist so people can go and watch it. It'll be fun. You know, I would love to have something with the community where like anybody that got something from the merch store could like go out in the world and do something with it.
Please do, and hashtag
And then we
us.
could put them, we could like string them all together and have them be like a short, that'd be fun.
Yes.
I'll do it. I'll do it. It's a
It'd be
community driven podcast. Why not? You
fun.
know, like there would be nothing without the community. It would be nothing without the stories, you know? Everybody push that like button. Oh, thanks. And help the
Thanks.
algorithm. Thank you. Is that what it does? Like in TikTok? The like button?
Oh, on
So,
YouTube,
like,
yeah.
hearts?
Hit the like and
Yes.
subscribe.
I go to people's lives and I just go. It's like a
No
game.
thumbs down and no weird comments, John.
Yes. Oh yeah. He probably left. He's probably like, you have no haters. I'm out of here.
No grapes. No grapes,
Sorry.
John.
Well,
I'm
this
gonna
has
send
been
you that
grand.
one. Okay, it has been
Do you have
grand.
it on the books for Monday? You have it on 7. We're recording on Monday.
We're recording
Got
on
us a
Monday,
doctor.
and send
I'm
us
trying to
an
get
email.
a community guest. I had one and then she got very scared by all of the bananas on TikTok. She's scared of all the bananas. And so she doesn't want to come forward anymore. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew people were going to associate the Rosie episode with the timing of all the bananas. And then people are going to be afraid to tell their story because that's what happens, right? Like it's a trauma response. Do you know what I mean? Anytime we've been silenced or ignored or told we're not enough or whatever it is, to run and to hide and to be
To
ashamed is
shrink.
a trauma
Yes,
response.
shrink.
And I
Quiet
don't
and
want her
numb
to,
out.
I just told her, I was like, listen, like the invitation is open. Like you can come whenever you want. I understand, but I really hope people don't feel that way because the way that we fight this is to bring it into the light and talk about it.
Caroline,
Like we have to.
sorry.
If we can't do it for ourselves, we have to do it for our children, And I think it's just so important because it takes such a long time to do things like this. So the more we talk about it, the better, Love
Yes,
you.
indeed. All right, love you, friends. Yeah.
It was grand. Thanks for hanging with us. Thank
All right,
you.
friends. It was grand.
Bye, Judy. Thanks
Enjoy
for
your
hanging with us, guys.
weekends.
We're gonna try to
Thank
do
you,
it next
Judy.
Friday. I'll announce
Yeah.
it sooner so people know about it because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I think I know now. I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to do it, so we'll go there. All right. So classic sign-offs. You're not alone. It's not your fault. Hasta la pasta. What's yours today, Kat?
Catherine Hepburn, of course.
Of course.
Don't quit. Always be yourself. And don't put too much flour in your brownies. Also, email your questions to plussizescat@gmail.com.
Yes. Questions for the doctors for next episode. Yeah, because we have another episode on Monday. So, and we'll have one posting this Wednesday, and
Just
then
send
we're
them
recording on
continually. Like even like if you get one, just
Yeah.
oh hey, I have this weird bump. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do. Listen, my cat will not eat the. Yeah. All right.
Reading Jenna. It's Gina. I'm so used to her name being so much longer. It's Gina. Oh, it's our friend Gina.
Middle of a tornado.
Connection.
Gina, you better go downstairs.
Yeah, you better go. Yeah.
What
are you doing? I do appreciate you, but get your ass downstairs. And I look old. I look just like my dad when I made that face. Woo, woo. Scary. Okay, anyway. Thanks, guys. Hasta la pasta.
Hasta la pasta.
I don't think I'll post this one on the channel.
Yes, you do.
No. We'll just call this a throwaway cookie. Cookies. So we'll do one next Friday. All right, bye.
Bye, guys. Let's do these.
Okay, let's see what happens.